Well, hello, a very warm welcome to you for this evening's game. Regrettably, the weather has been extremely unkind to us here. It is wet and blustery and remarkably inhospitable. Despite all of that, it is good to see that the faithful from both sides have apparently been undeterred. We have a terrific turnout here. The atmosphere is bubbling despite these adverse conditions. All we need now is for the game to live up to its initial billing. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Of course, it's Sergio Aguero. Just the slightest glimpse of goal and he'll find a way of putting the ball in the back of the net. He's scored such a variety over the years, but his build-up play shouldn't be ignored either. He's always been able to link up very well with those around him, and he'll be looking to build a rapport with these guys from day one.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And we're underway. Manchester City in a reasonable start to the season. A draw first up. Stones hoists it forward. And he's got his range wrong there. Noble loses. West Ham have a free kick. And he just whacks it away. Fredericks.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them because it needs livening up.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And here's Aguero. Has a hit! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Rodri. Gundogan drives it forward. Time to deliver. Over to the left. There are a few waiting for it. And it's Hernandez. Rodri has got himself a free kick. Dinks one in. Into the middle. And it's played forward. Very well to intervene. Sterling lofted into the middle. Played it short, played into the middle. And the whistle goes for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Well, we're already into the second period.
Manchester City can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got a person.
Gets up to head it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
get the better of his opposite number. He's through, now is he in? Gundogan spreads it towards the left. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Angelino. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Angelino. Gundogan. That's and De Bruyne! He scored!
Listen, I've experienced that both for and against, and you won't have to guess which one I preferred.
Manchester City are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
De Bruyne. Time is ebbing away, but it feels like an eternity when you're holding on to a slender lead. A chance to play it in. Turns and goes back. He's had a goal! Oh, my word, that is fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good. They have breathing space.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Time for a change of personnel. Manchester City could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, some fans are already on their way out.
And the shots! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
And that's it. A great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. Your reflections then, Jim?
When you get free-flowing football out wide with consistent supply into the box, it brings excitement and entertainment to the proceedings. That was a brilliant display of good wing play for me. And I just really liked what I saw here.
Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere is terrific, and kick-off is moments away. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Burnley have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a man who splits opinion, David Luiz. Is he a midfielder or a defender? I would say the former, because he has an impetuous streak that can't be trusted at the back, but full of Brazilian flair, and what a shot.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Arsenal started their campaign in spectacular fashion. Quite a statement of intent coming into this game. You can get that clear.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back.
Has a hit! Cleared away. Hendrick goes looking. Torreira. Mesut Ozil. Aubameyang! And for a moment, time stood still. Hoists it forward. Torreira plays it forward. Chambers. Taylor. Forward it goes. Torreira. Until half-time, and it is still goalless. There's a long ball. Chambers. And it's half-time here. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Burnley.
It's Lacazette! Hendrick. Tarkowski drives it forward. Barnes. Barnes! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Massive leap! Oh, not the best of headers. Torreira. And here's Lacazette. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. The shot! No mistake! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Holding. No goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
But there's going to be another change here. Just brushed off the ball there. surely.
Arsenal showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And he's going long.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Guendouzi gets it back.
Wood really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the referee brings it to a close. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. Clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly. And when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I would think Son Heung-min, the South Korean. He can play anywhere in attack, but ideally his most success seems to come from wide and his incisive inward bursts. He may not yet be regarded as a great goal scorer, but he has real ambition to get there.
Okay, interesting. Tottenham to settle for a point on opening day. Not ideal, but better than nothing.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Son Heung-min! Forward it goes. And here's Mane. It's broken loose. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Liverpool really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Firmino! Same again, same outcome. Davis with the clearance. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And here's from Firmino! Goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Just so calm under pressure.
Firmino really showed good strength there, held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
Liverpool got themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
That'll be the last act of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well, there's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Liverpool, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Ericsson. Kane. Can he find a finish now? Robertson drives it forward. And it's been taken straight back. It's Dele Alli.
Tottenham Hotspur are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Son Heung-min! That could come back to haunt them.
Son Heung-min appears to be absolutely seething with himself after squandering the chance to equalise.
Has he found his man? Dele Alli. Liverpool just have to run down the clock. And time is up. Liverpool, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And a clean sheet, of course, is always very welcome.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kickoff is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. The clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly, and when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Leeds have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So it's away we go then. Leeds picked up 3 valuable points on opening day, and now a chance to build on that. Harrison, Roberts, and that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Barnes. Leicester are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Dallas. Bamford. Pratt gets rid without sophistication. Back to the keeper and tries something new. White tries to get it forward quickly. Udidi. Pratt. In with a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
White drives it forward. Cooper. Roberts. Tielemans hoists it forward. Perez. Pratt. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again then.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
It's a throw. Bamford. Chance to play it in. Costa plays it into the box. And another time! Oh, that is rather wayward. that. Ricardo Pereira. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Costa, little doubt, that is a foul. Up for a header! He was well picked out, just needed a better finish.
In this game, you're always striving to gain an advantage or produce a new surprise element of things. And the quicker the delivery, I think, the more chance you have. And you should have done better there.
And it's Chilwell. Oh, that's neat. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety.
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Aston Villa have gone 4-3-3. How do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition. And we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
So off we go then. Aston Villa made a reasonable start to the season. A draw first up. Hoists it forward. And here's Al-Ghazi, whipped in. Shot at goal! Tries to get it forward quickly. Just brushed off the ball there. Over to the left. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. There are a few waiting up to meet it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Dunk attempts a clearance. Luiz goes short. Ball's loose, and he's after it. And it's played forward. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Brighton are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So your views on the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Aston Villa playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Forward it goes. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Gets it upfield. Trezeguet. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline.
Has a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Proper. Dunk switches it towards the other side.
Brighton showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
So who's he picking out? Plays it out to the flank. Louise. Just 5 minutes left. Here's the chance to cross.
Well, both sides might have to settle.
So that's it. It is all over. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. Fulham have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
So off we go then. Fulham had a reasonable start to the season. A draw first up. Jonjo Shelvey. Yedlin drives it towards the front. Out for a throw. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. And it's played forward.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them, because it needs livening up.
Decent progress down the left. Now it's Mitrovic. Willems. Forward it goes. And it's Mitrovic. Just brushed off the ball there. Played out to the right. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He can get that clear. Lovely bit of skill there. Almiron. Almiron! And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Fulham head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Not a team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we're already back underway here. He's gone for it! And here's Mitrovic. Could be a chance. Tries a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Almiron. And it's Atsu! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Reed. And it's Johansson. Le Marchand. Johansson. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Ream. Mawson. Odoi.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And the referee brings it to a close. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points. And
well, good evening to you wherever you are in the world. We are just about ready for the action here. Kick-off is imminent. The teams indeed with us very soon, having exchanged their various pleasantries. What I have to tell you is that the weather may not be great for the duration of the evening. Clouds yet to open, but one suspects that they will pretty shortly. And when the rain comes, we are warned to expect plenty of it. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. What do you think about the formation here, Jim?
well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else. This team will stick to their plan A, and if it's not working, they'll persist until they get it right.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's made sure that that won't get through. Wolverhampton picked up 3 valuable points on opening day, and now a chance to build on that.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Looks to clip it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, really good feet from him. Maguire gets it, has a goal! It's got him rattled. Lindelof sends it forward. Hoists it forward. And it's Adama Traore. He's got options out wide. João Moutinho. Ruben Neves. Fired deep towards the back post. Rashford. And here's Martial. A chance to play it in. Andreas Pereira. Dangerous looking ball. And it's come to nothing. The first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So your views on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again then.
Wolverhampton can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second.
Hits one! Lacking in accuracy.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
Acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
That's great strength on the ball. João Moutinho looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Well, he's obviously been identified as a menace, and they're dealing with him accordingly. I think we can expect more of the same.
Jota. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Throw it.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Castro needs a quality cross. Lindelof tries to clear. Castro's delivery. Juan Mata. And that is that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Wolverhampton can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do,
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. We're underway. Crystal Palace lost on the opening day, so come into this already looking to make up ground. Played into space out wide. Martins Indi can get it clear. Ince. Allen goes looking. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. Out to the left it goes. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And it's Townsend. He's got away. Milivojevic. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be outmuscled.
That right side seems to have become a very good outlet for them now. Townsend really...
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can...
Oh, terrible pass. Ince. Nicely controlled. You can get that clear. Has a hit! Townsend. McCarthy. Plays it out to the wing. And it's Van Aanholt. Lifted into the middle. Half-time whistle goes. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Kouyaté. Played out to the right. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Ward sends it forward. Forward it goes. Dashing forward at pace. Townsend dinks one in. Looking for space out wide.
Crystal Palace really have struggled with their service into the box. It's been aimless and ugly.
Cahill drives it forward. Allen plays it forward.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And he's there. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout with today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Kovacic gets it out to the wing. Pulisic. Emerson. Oh, that's nice.
Chelsea have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Ake. Cook tries to get it forward quickly. Timely intervention. Real chance! Goal! Deep into first half stoppage time. A crucial goal. King duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take the risk, as cunning as it comes.
First half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Bournemouth leading 1-0 at the break. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Abraham! Forward it goes. Out towards the flank. Rico. Fraser, not easily shrugged off the ball. He's had a shot! Chelsea are making a change now. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And King! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Bournemouth get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
He's got the ball glued to his feet. Promising cross. Cook, who does have an assist to his name. And here's Kip. There's a hit! It's broken loose. Oh, the clearance is short. Throw in.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Just brushed off the ball there. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence.
And that is that. Bournemouth always look the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the results. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Bournemouth will walk away happy from this with such a show of defensive solidity and maturity that's hard to upset.
I think we're just about out of time, so many thanks to Jim, and a very good afternoon to you. Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else. This team will stick to their plan A, and if it's not working, they'll persist until they get it right.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Okay, interesting. Everton picked up 3 valuable points on opening day, and now a chance to build on that. Davis. Sigurdsson plays it out to the wing. Cedric Suarez drives it forward. Bednarek plays it forward. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Has gone out. Walcott looks to clip it forward. Redmond. Sigurdsson. Sidibe tries to get it forward quickly. We've reached half-time, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone could step up and produce something a little more magical.
Referee's given a throw. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. Played it short. Chance to play it in. It's Romeu. Just brushed off the ball there.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Cedric Suarez. No, that's not the ball he wanted.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Stevens. Redmond looking to get on the end of this. And that will be the final act. Southampton are beaten. It is not the result they needed.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.